Hold on, just trying
I'm gonna mute my mic here.
Okay, Steve, whenever you're ready, mate.
Alright, yeah, as I was saying before we took a break, I'm going to show you basically the cables and obviously where they go. You have some of these in this motherboard, sorry, my correction. This tower has got two fan cables here, but they're not even to go to the LCD thing on the front of, and I haven't actually got the connector yet to that, so I'm going to pop them at the back of it then. There's also a CPU thermal lead as well, which I'm going to have to find out from the computer where or if I need that, because I'm not sure on where that goes. I'm not sure if it goes on to the power, the CPU, and then you put the thermal base on top of that, and then the heatsink. But I will have to check that as well. So I'm going to stick that at the back. Then you've also got your 4-pin OLED connections for male and female for the front fan. You've got two connections. Oh.
It's just a wee bit dark, Steve, at the minute.
Actually, now.
It's just in your box, right? I can see your pin connectors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just noticed I've got to put the front panel in because I've stuck the cables in the wrong slot. So, bear with me, guys. Normally put the cable because some of the cables are a bit tight and I don't want to connect them up and then they snap off.
So that would be the connectors, something like this here, wouldn't it? We are subtle hard drives.
The hard drive ones are completely. Yes, I have got. Yes, obviously. When you buy a power supply, the new power supply nowadays do come with well, if the starter connection already on it, so you don't have to, which can actually show you power supply here. Obviously, right. There we go. I'm just trying to stay. Obviously, this is a 550 watt power supply that I had in my computer. You've got your that's connection the PC is on about. You can buy separate connections and connect onto the power supply, but this is just an easier way of obviously depending on the size and depending on what power supply you get. Some do come with up to 6, 7, maybe 12 different connections.
So I was going to ask you something. The day with the old ribbon cables, these ones here, basically these are no longer, they're not making these motherboards anymore, sure not?
What, the ones with the E version on them?
Yeah. You're not making them no
No,
more,
they're
you're
not
not.
they're not making them anymore. You can still get the motherboard if, obviously, if somebody's using an old XP or obviously if they're not using an older system, a hard drive like that, but obviously my advice would be if you're buying a brand new casing like I have, you don't want to install a new kind of an old motherboard into a new case, then you've got other new parts for it where some power supplies don't, the new ones, obviously you get nowadays, some of them will not fit on the old motherboards.
Right. Can I ask you something? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's just for the viewers, for anybody that is watching. Steve was talking about the power cables and all that go to the hard drives. Correct me if I'm wrong. You always keep the yellow to the outside.
Can you say that again, please?
Whenever you're installing whenever you're connecting this to your hard drive, right? Or say your CD-ROM player, you always keep the yellow to the outside. Example, if I was to put it into this hard drive, I would put it in by keeping the yellow outwards, right? Like this.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I have to put this front and off, which they don't want to do. I'm going to have to do it anyway, so... I'm just going to have to bear with me for a couple of seconds, guys, because I need to take the front.
Right.
Obviously, I will show you the front. Whoops. Just getting
So you can actually remove both sides of the case then, the torque case, the left and the right.
Yes, you can actually take both panels off, but obviously this panel here that you see, which is completely that's, if you take that off, obviously you won't see the part where the motherboard goes onto, and you don't really want to, if possible, you don't really want to take that off to actually, where is that? Hang on. Excuse me for a minute, guys. You don't really want to start taking that side of it off, because you will end up, that is another way of short circuiting your board.
Right, okay. So for those that are watching the video here, Steve is actually removing the right hand side of the torque case, the panel. So he has both panels up where he gives him more room to manoeuvre.
Well, that'd be the front panel, but
You're actually taking the front panel off?
yeah, I think the front panel off last night, I wasn't installing a multi-card reader.
Right, okay.
So, but I will be talking another later as well. I will be talking about probably a different show. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah. I have to break them off, but I don't really want to do that. Oops.
So it can be a bit tricky sometimes whenever you're trying to remove panels.
Yes. Okay, if the front, the big fan on the front goes, then obviously it's a bit of a tricky thing to try and replace. So, okay. Take that, leave that there. So, just bear with me a few more minutes, guys.
Okay.
Alright. Okay.
There must be a load of wee star screws on it or something, is there?
No, just trying to be sort of like get, obviously, there's a load of different slots on the front end of the tower where the cables go, and obviously I have to get the right ones in the right slots, because if I don't, then when you go to pull the cables become tight, and obviously if they don't get in the right place, well, you can actually snag them or cut them on. Oops, sorry, I don't know. Right. Okay, the fan's going to be a bit like in there. Right.
I see somebody on the couch.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, it's showing on your video.
Oh, well.
No, that's okay, that's no problem. You know, people have to live.
Oh, yeah. Now, obviously, on this one, oops, I'm trying to, you have got like the top slot here is where your top cable goes for your power switch and everything else. You've got your other slots there for the USB and the fans. The other side you've got is where the other cables go, and obviously you've got a little hole down the bottom of the case for a speaker, if you intend to put one in.
Right, well, can I ask you a question in reference to do with the tower case? Whenever you order a tower case, whenever you order a tower case, does it come with the power button and all pre-installed, where you just then have to connect up the ID cables?
Yeah, it comes with the power switch and that pre-installed anyway on the casing anyway. So the only thing you have, well, you don't have to. It is the person's choice if you want to put one on, and that is a little speaker for obviously the motherboard.
Right, right.
Okay, this has been a bit of a... Right, fine. I will point out as well, if you've got, if you suffer from backdrop, you don't want to be, you do want the power up obviously a little bit higher than wire on it, because you want to be bending over and possibly they're thinking in pain for days or you're bending back. Just
Is there anything that you want to add to the video, Steve, reference installing the motherboard? Is there anything that you've missed out, do you think, or?
Not that I can think of.
Right. If you've near finished, then if you don't mind, then if there's any questions, any Jess wants to maybe ask you something about it I don't know, or maybe text.
I'm just going to show you where the cable is going, and that will be me there.
Right, okay.
But I am trying to...
Anybody that is watching the videos, where they will be posted tomorrow and the rest of the week, if you're watching the video and you do have a desktop computer, or you do have a problem when you're installing a motherboard, Steve is on vlog here. He has a room on Vlog TV, Steve1166. Feel free to contact him, PM him, and ask him. He also has a website set up. Feel free to support him. Go to his website and ask him anything that you want to know about built-in computers.
Oops. Just bear with 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to find out where... right. This... hold on. Need to...
I'll have to get you to build me an R20 computers.
Of course you bought these.
Them R20 you built me as a core job.
Still waiting for the check in the post.
Rubber one.
Right.
That was for work. That was for workbook.
I mean, know what you're about. Right, now we're... Oops. Am I sitting on it? Yes, I am. Who do I do that? The other piece of advice I would also give people is not to do this around installing a motherboard when you do own pet. So obviously you want to go into another room when because you don't really want to install a motherboard, and then obviously you get cat hairs or dog hairs on certain bits on the motherboard. Obviously, the cat hairs or dog hairs will get into fans and small parts, and then it can be a pain in the back. On the front panel of the, or what should I say, on the front where the power switch is, you also got a USB and your HD audio part as well. I'm just trying to figure out where. I think I need a last one in. I can't see what I'm doing. So, oops. I've been loading today because I don't want to stand up. As well, I'll also point out that when you're putting the cables in, it would be best to read the manual, because you don't want to put the cables in on the motherboard, because there is certain there is certain bits where the cables go. Now, I don't know whether you can see this, because it's... Oops. As you can see down here, we've got a little block. That is where your HD audio goes. Where my finger is. That is where the front audio goes. And also behind that you've got an SPDIF output as well, which is for, well, for. It will tell you what it's for in the manual. Also, what you'll notice is there is on some of the blocks on the motherboard there is pins missing. Now, don't worry about that because some of the connections do have spaces on which they go.
You would have an SP1 probably for your sound card or something like that probably.
But if you're installing a sound card, then obviously that goes into one of the slots. But I think that is what that little connection behind that is for anyway. But nowadays, with the technology that's moving on, you don't really need so that's just for like if or you could connect it up to the sound from the groups. If you're connecting the sound up to the DVD driver,
Alright.
some of them you don't need it. This is becoming a bit tricky.
So what you're doing at the minute is basically you're putting in the AD cables and showing us exactly where they go on that particular motherboard.
Yeah. Right, that one is the HD audio for the front. Obviously, you can possibly hide it or put them somewhere out of the way at a later on. You don't really want them in the way when you put a CPU in, and then turn it on and the cable gets caught in the back. Also, as well, you probably notice that there is a USB connection blocks here as well. You've got your USB 1, 2 and 3.
Would they be USB 3 compatible now, or would they be USB 2?
This one is USB 3 compatible, and also it does come with just the USB 2 slot on it. I will be showing you the back of the motherboard in just a second.
Okay.
As if there's time to do it, but obviously it's not done. Right. Now here comes the tricky part. Oh, too much. Just trying to get a better shot on
With the camera. I'm actually going to have to get myself a tripod of a camera for their Honda.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get one, but this is...
I think you can you can get them now for the webcams to sort of hold it in place for you, you know.
Ah. Right. Now I'm going to show you where all the cables go. Obviously, you don't really want them. Look at the connection. Right. It should also tell you on the motherboard, beside each connection where the power leads and HD leads go. If not, you will have to try and read the manual book, which sometimes is not very good. It would help to get to one page, obviously. That SPDIF output is basically for a sound card, but only digital interface. For,
The reason I asked you on my Shine Blaster card, there's an SP1 connector, and I noticed on the motherboard where the other part was to connect it up, just also.
Yeah. Right. Okay. It tells you where the power goes. Yeah. Hold on, I'm just trying to figure out where. Oh, right. You will know it's on or in a manual. It will probably tell you. It will say the letters on the motherboard IDE. That means the cable that's got the HD. That is where your HD lead goes, and also that has two pin connections on it.
So it's not just a mother friends that ban a motherboard and just opening up the tar case and popping it in. You need to know, and you need to check to make sure you put the right cables in the right places.
Yes. Right. And also the wires on the front piece. Oh, okay. Right. Now, just notice. Good job I noticed that.
I know some people touch the metal case with their hands before they put the motherboard in, but it is recommended that you do use the anti-static wrist mount.
Yes, or you can sometimes use an anti-static bag to actually touch the casing to actually take the static out.
Yeah, that's like one of them things there to use for a graphics card, and it's like a, I think it's this one maybe, anti-static bag.
I've also noticed as well on this certain tower, it's got two HDMI, HD leads for some reason, which there's only one HD connector for your hard drive, so
right.
It's difficult to get a white one on without going into the white one. Now the blue and the white is the power switch, which
Or they make it more easier nowadays on the newer motherboards to be able to read the information on the cables that tell you exactly what they are. Or is it the same old thing where you've got to sort of look up real close to see exactly what's.
Well, as I say, if you've got if your eyesight isn't that good, then obviously you will have to try and you can't see the small print on the boards. Then obviously you will have to try and look at the manual and board at the same time just to get the right place. It does.
This is why I use one of these here, because I can't see that well.
It's a magnifying glass.
That helps me eyesight. Especially when you're on the motherboard and you're trying to do something or read out what it is.
Yes. I think I'll have to get myself home to what we do with what I'm right now.